SDR right now, trying to see what it looks like and sounds like.
Heck yeah.
I got it live right now, tested.
Border Patrol looking for cadets, Border Patrol. Man, I'm too old for Border Patrol. It's a young man's world now. Roger. Over.
If you go into my YouTube and look at the live stream, you'll hear that noise that comes in with fly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me go find it. Let me go find your live stream. West Texas. Say something, fly on, say something so that it comes through the light gate.
On the radio just fine with the SDR hooked up, because it cuts my ears on the SDR, or on the radio. I mean, the SDR cuts my ears on the radio, and I can hear you just fine now, but you don't put any signal on me, and I don't have that static in the radio.
Yeah, I never did hear fly. I heard myself, but I never did hear fly. It's not picking up fly for some reason.
Oh, yeah? Hang on, I'll be back.
Yeah, Roger. Me too. I'll be right back flying with some. Yeah, go ahead.
Did my signal change any?
Well, I wasn't looking at the signal. Let me look.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had something happen here. I don't know what it was.
All right, you're 8. You're showing 8 yes units right now. Let's see, trees out there. Right there. Did you fix your SDR, Paul?
I didn't have a problem.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I wasn't hearing fly over there for some reason.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, if I have full receive like that, I can't hear him. But if I have the SDR hooked up, it knocks down the receive on my actual radio, and I can hear him.
Yeah, Roger. What's that buzz sound on the SDR? Do you know what that is?
That's the noise that I get in my receiver.
Damn. Okay. Oh, I hear you now. I hear it now. Damn, that's loud.
Yeah. Yeah, I know something up over here. I don't know what I did. Audio 1, 2. Audio 1, 2. I can hear you. No, I had an issue come up over here, and I disconnected and checking things out. Hey, what? Oh yeah, it's on my end. I don't know. I'd have to listen on the gate. Let me look. Yeah, I can't hear you on the gate because of that noise that I got on my end. But I can hear you on the radio.
We gotta move those cranes very far tomorrow.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said, do you gotta move those cranes very far tomorrow? Or you gotta travel very far?
I don't think so. I heard you that time on the gate. But no. I don't know, I need to look, really.
Yeah, he did make it on the gate that time. He sure did. Oh, yeah. Hey, that noise went away on your gate.
Oh, yeah?
Better, you can do something.
No, I didn't do anything.
Roger. All right, noise. Yeah, I saw the purple came up on the gate. Up and down, up and down. I don't know. Anyways, I was listening to when I talked to 88 that one day. He I don't know what's up with his setup. He sounds hi-fi, but yet his receive doesn't sound hi-fi on that gate. Weird.
Yeah, his gate receive is just his radio. His radio's not, wideband receive, so it don't sound good.
Yeah, like right now on your gate, it's obvious. It's obvious on your gate, but man, on his, I sound like shit over there on his. Sounded horrible. Not horrible, but it just sounded plain Jane on his gate. But, yeah. I mean, he sounds hi-fi. His transmit's hi-fi, but his receiver is not. I don't know what the hell his receiver is. I guess it's just plain Jane. I thought he was running some kind of fancy setup over there. Like, some kind of, voodoo setup or something fancy.
He's just got... He either runs that Cobra 2000, which he runs most of the time, and then he's got, some old tube amps. He's got a Johnson and some bunch of old Golden Eagles and stuff like that.
Yeah, but his transmit's wide, but he doesn't receive wide. That's what I'm trying to get at. Oh well, I guess he don't know any better.
Yeah, he's just running a mixer board.
You trying to what?
He's just running a mixer board.
Oh, okay. That's what. Well, he sounds decent. He sounds decent, but like I said, his receive is not hi-fi. He lacks a capacitor or two.
Right?
Yeah, he lacks that motor mouth mall capacitor. 460 knows what I'm talking about. We'll get you a better signal there, 513, but nah, it's alright. You like that low-key signal. You're on that incognito signal.
Don't want nobody to hear me.
I know you don't.
Yeah, I got about 60 mile move for those two trains, each one of them. 60 miles from where it's at to where it's going.
Okay. I guess if the route's not too terribly off, it's alright.
Yeah, it should be.
Right on.
So they brought back the 7-layer burrito at Taco Bell, and then they did away with it again. What the shit?
The which deal?
The retro items, like the 7-layer burrito and a few other retro items. They brought it back, and then they got rid of it again.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's stupid. Taco Bell brings back nostalgic favorites, and then they did away with it.
It was limited edition, maybe.
Yeah, bringing back, starting October 31st, bringing back, different ones, and the 7-layer burrito was one of them. Starting October the 1st. November, caramel and banana. Yeah, they already took it off the menu. Pissed me off.
You eat at Taco Bell often?
Yeah, I eat there once in a while, but I mean, went there the other day and it was gone, no more.
Yeah, I know. I like that grilled stuffed burrito.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I like most of the burritos actually. I like all that junk food.
Yes, sir.
I'm bummed out because they got rid of Arby's.
Arby's burnt down. Steak and Taco Bell launches a new steak and poblano rolled quesadilla. That's new. Yeah, Arby's burnt down. I went to Arby's Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? Anyways, last week we went to Arby's in Midland, and I asked the people in Midland. I said, "When is the Odessa location going to open up?" They said, "Oh, they're going to remodel it."
Okay, good.
So I don't know when they'll be done with remodeling it, but
Yeah. I like my beef and cheddar.
Did you see that message I sent you, Frank?
no, I'm looking at Taco Bell menu right now. Let me go back to Facebook. Huh? Shit. You know, I was reading, talking about that 460. I was reading on my antenna. I went and pulled the file. The ham that passed away. I had this filing cabinet. They weren't gonna take his filing cabinet. They said, "Oh, that's trash." I said, "No, man, that's not trash. It's full of history. It's a filing cabinet full of all kinds of history, like owner's manuals and all kinds of history." And the guy, "Oh no, we're not gonna load that junk up. We don't need that filing cabinet." Well, I loaded it up, and I went to look into it. Found the file folder, from my Mosley. And I went through it last night. After I talked to y'all, I went through it last night, and it makes sense now on what happened with this antenna. He bought it second hand from a guy, and then he built it up again. He ordered parts, and I got all his receipts, and I got all his receipts and everything that where he shows all his history on what he did to At first he didn't know that he had a Mosley Junior. He thought he had a TA. He thought he had Mosley sending the owner's manuals to the TA-33, to this one, to that one. He finally figured out what it was. It's a CL. It's a classic 33. It's a Mosley Classic 33. It does 10, 15, and 20 meters, and it shows to be rated up to about 2,500 watts on sideband, and I think 1,500 watts on AM.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's a classic. It's a classic 33. And I got all I got to do is take it out. I need to, the first thing I need to do is make sure my damn tower will crank up. I don't even know that thing will erect yet. So once I get that all figured out, then I'll know that I can start getting that Mosley put together and start ordering parts to make it right. But I haven't had a chance to crank the tower up yet to make sure it cranks up. Not the tower part, but the crane to make it stand up.
Well, at least you know exactly what you got now.
Because you had asked me, and I said, you know what? I think I pulled the folder 2 years ago. I pulled it and left it there on my computer desk. I got a computer desk in the shop, and I found it where I had set it there. And yeah, I looked there last night, and I was this dude, he really documented all his steps on what he did to he has letters in there, letters that he wrote to Mosley. It's pretty neat, man. This guy was pretty neat, and I got the entire filing cabinet that belongs to that dude, just loaded in history. I mean, it's a filing cabinet loaded in history. All kinds of history, all kinds of antennas, radios that he owns, all kinds of owner's manuals to radios. Well, none of the guys saw any value in it. The guys didn't see value in it. I said, well, shit, I'm going to load that big bastard up and take it to my shop. And then when I have time, I'll start looking through it and see what treasures I find in there. But so far, like I said, I found the treasure, the main treasure was the paperwork to my Mosley. And by the looks of it, it's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple antenna. And the way I don't know. One corner of the boom, I don't know, I was going to ask you, 460, one corner of the boom is kind of rubbed raw, I guess the clamp on the, on the one end of the boom, where it clamps to the main boom, I guess it got loose, and over time it just wiggled, and it kind of just wore a saddle in the aluminum pipe.
How thin did it get it?
I don't know. Pretty thin. I think it made a hole in it, a little hole in it. Yeah, pretty thin. Thin enough that there's a little hole in there. I remember seeing the little hole, but until I reassemble it and look it over, I don't know how that would. If I have to order that entire piece or just, I don't know.
You got to have the spacing on your elements correct. So, I mean, if you think it wore thin enough that it's got a hole in it, that's going to jeopardize the integrity of it. So, I mean, you can get a aluminum welder build some weld up on it if you know somebody that welds aluminum, or you can try to put it ahead of that, just ahead of that where it's wore out, or behind it, whichever end it's on, and try it. But I don't know if it's going to affect your bandwidth or not.
Yeah, that's what I don't know. That's what I don't know, and I was a little concerned about that. But no, that's my next project. Once I get this antenna to stand up, I'm going to try to crank it up as soon as it gets warmed up. I'm going to start attaching the hoist, and I don't know. I probably should try to crank it up before I attach any antennas to it, see if it'll crank up. But anyways, yeah, I want to run that. I remember when I took the antenna down that it had rubbed a hole into that corner on that end, because I guess they got loose, and the guy was sick. The ham was real sick, and he had, I guess, pretty much had given up on radio, and it just sat up in the wind, just rocking back and forth loose. and it rubbed a hole in that pipe. But yeah, I'll look at it. I'll send you some pictures once I get everything pulled out of the pile. Get it all pulled out. But yeah, my main goal next is to attach the crane to it and try to stand it up. See if it'll stand up for me. Go from there. It should. I don't see why it wouldn't.
355 in North Carolina thought I was talking to 88 on the gate.
Oh, we're live right now?
Yeah, we're still live.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that audience.
Yeah, it shows we got 2 people watching.
Okay, Roger. That's funny. Yeah, see, your noise floor dropped out again, so that's good.
Yeah, it does every now and then, but that's the way it was, before I hooked up the SDR all the time on my radio, so that's why I couldn't hear it live.
Well, you sound good on the gate and on Live and Living Color, so you sound great both ways.
Like I sound on the gate on your radio?
Yeah, you sound good. It sounds real good.
Yeah, I listened to my radio on 88's gate one time. I was like, boy, that sounds like crap.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you, man. I got to talk to him on his gate the other day, and he runs a little talk show, and I didn't mind, getting on his talk show and saying hi to him. He likes talking radio. I don't mind. And he had an audience, but yeah, I just noticed that I didn't sound that good on his gate. I'm like, man, that don't sound right. So then I started thinking. I started putting 2 to 2 together, and then I thought about. I said, that's what it is. Okay, now I know that's what's causing that. Okay, it makes sense.
He's just got his phone, I guess, or a tablet or something, facing his radios when he runs his gates and, just start receive. So, yeah, it don't sound very good. Yeah.
So eventually he'll figure it out. Eventually somebody will offer to get that radio, or maybe he'll pay to get the radio. I mean, he's paid some big money into his setup. He just don't have it. The receive side ain't right.
I'm talking to 335 in the chat on the live gate.
Yeah, I see that. They think that I'm 88 for some reason. But anyways, I'm not 88, not today. Where's he at? Where's 3035 at? In California?
Oh, he's in the Carolinas. He's in North Carolina.
Yeah, Roger. In Carolinas. Yeah, I've made some contacts into the Carolinas.
Did you see his last comment?
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I see it.
What are you doing tomorrow, Fly?
Painting.
Staying out of the cold?
Yes, sir, in a nice warm house. Nice and warm. As soon as I get there, take off my jacket, walk around in my t-shirt, nice and comfy.
Oh, that's a good deal.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'll be there the rest of the week, and we should be done.
Yeah, too bad. I can't get you to do some tile work for me at my house in San Angelo. You do tile work?
No, I've seen my father do it. I've seen my cousin do it. And I don't see why I can't do it. It doesn't look too difficult.
Oh, yeah, tenfold.
Like I said, I helped my father when he did it, back when I was a lot younger. He was doing all the tile laying, and I was just the go-getter, go-fetcher, gopher, whatever you want to call it. But, and with my cousin, the same way. We did this job here at my mom's house. It came out nice. He does decent work. He needs glasses. Once he gets glasses, he'll be a lot better off.
Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to be able to do it, but I'll have the whole house tiled, probably.
Okay. Concrete foundation.
Yeah, tenfold.
Oh, yeah. Nice. The house we're working on right now has got, I'm guessing they're 1 foot by 1 foot square tiles, white, I guess that Mexican tile, I guess they call it, I don't know. Whole house is like that, every single inch of it.